मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम एमएससी फाइनल ईयर का जो 4 पेपर है टूल्स टेक्निक, उसमें CDNA लाइब्रेरी आपके टॉपिक है, उसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो CDNA लाइब्रेरी क्या होती है? डीएनए का मीनिंग तो आपको पता ही है, डीऑक्सी राइबो न्यूक्लिक एसिड जो होता है जेनेटिक मटेरियल। और जो यहाँ पे C इसके जोड़ा गया है यानी कि क्लोन किए हुए डीएनए को CDNA कहा जाता है। तो इसको पहले डिफाइन कर लेते हैं, CDNA क्या होता है। तो ए CDNA लाइब्रेरी इज डिफाइंड एज ए कलेक्शन ऑफ CDNA फ्रेगमेंट ईच ऑफ विच हैज बीन क्लोन्ड इनटू ए सेपरेट वेक्टर मॉलिक्यूल्स। इसका प्रिंसिपल क्या है? CDNA लाइब्रेरी किस सिद्धांत से बनाई जाती है? इन द केस ऑफ CDNA लाइब्रेरीज we produce DNA copies of the RNA sequence, usually the mRNA of an organism, and clone them. It is called a cDNA library because all the DNA in this library is complementary to mRNA and are produced by the reverse transcription of the latter. Much of eukaryotic DNA consists of repetitive sequences that are not transcribed into mRNA, and the sequences are not represented in a cDNA library. It must be noted that prokaryotic and lower eukaryotes do not contain introns, and preparation of cDNA is generally unnecessary for these organisms. Hence, cDNA library are produced only from higher eukaryotes. Vector used in construction of cDNA library. Both the bacterial and bacteriophage DNA are used as vector in the construction of cDNA library. Procedure in the construction of cDNA library. The steps involved in the construction of cDNA library are as follow. First is extraction of mRNA from the eukaryotic cell. Firstly, the mRNA is obtained and purified from the rest of RNAs. Several methods exist for purifying RNA, such as trisol extraction and column purification. Column purification is done by using oligomeric DT nucleotide coated resin, where only the mRNA having the poly A tail will bind. The rest of the RNA are eluted out. The mRNA is eluted by using eluting buffer and some heat of to separate the mRNA strand from the oligo DT. Construction of cDNA from the extracted mRNA. There are three different strategies for the construction of cDNA. These are discussed as follow. First is RNase method. RNase method. This principle of this method is that a complementary DNA strand is synthesized by using reverse transcriptase to make an RNA-DNA duplex. The RNA strand is then nicked and replaced by RNA. In this method, the first step is to anneal a chemically synthesized oligo DT primer to the 3' poly A tail of the RNA. The primer is typically 10 to 15 residue long, and it primes by providing a free 3' and the synthesis of the first DNA strand in the sequence of reverse transcriptase and deoxyribonucleotides. This leave an RNA DNA duplex. This next step is to replace the DNA strand with a RNA strand. This is done by using RNase H enzyme, which remove the RNA from RNA DNA duplex. The DNA strand thus left behind is then considered as the template, and the second DNA strand is synthesized by the action of DNA polymerase second. Second step is the cell priming method. This involves the use of an oligo DT primer annealing at the polyadenylate tail of the mRNA to primer first DNA strand synthesis against the mRNA. This cDNA thus formed has the tendency to transiently fold back on itself, forming a hairpin loop. This results in the self-priming of second strand. After the synthesis of second DNA strand, this loop must be cleaved with a single-stranded specific nucleus, for example, Si nucleus, to allow insertion into the cloning vector. This method has a serious disadvantage. The cleavage with Si nucleus results in the loss of a certain amount of sequence at the 5' end of the clone. Next is Land et al. Strategy. In this strategy, after first strand synthesis, which is primed with an oligo DT primer as usual, the cDNA is tailed with a string of cytidine residue using the enzyme terminal transferase. This artificial oligo D cytidine tail is then used as an annealing site for the synthetic oligoguanine primer, allowing synthesis of the second strand. Next, homopolymer tailing. This approach uses the enzyme terminal transferase, which can polymerize nucleotide onto the 3-hydroxyl of both DNA RNA molecule. We carry out the synthesis of the first DNA strand essentially as before to produce an RNA DNA hybrid. As we then use terminal transferase and a single deoxynucleotide to add tail of that nucleotide to the 3' end of both RNA and DNA strand. The result of this is that the DNA strand now has a non-sequence at its 3' end. Typically, CTP and ATP are used. A complementary oligomer synthesized chemically can now be annealed and used as a primer to direct second strand synthesis. This oligomer and also the one used for first strand synthesis may additionally incorporate a restriction site to help in cloning the resulting double-stranded cDNA. Next is rapid amplification of cDNA ends, that is RAS. It is sometimes the case that we wish to clone a particular cDNA for which we already have some sequence data, but with particular emphasis on the integrity of the 5' and 3' end. RAS technique, rapid amplification of cDNA ends, are available for this. The RAS method are divided into 3 RAS and 5 RAS according to which end of the cDNA we are interested in. Next, RAS, 3' RAS. In this type of RAS, reverse transcriptase synthesis of a first DNA strand is carried out using a modified oligothymine primer. This primer comprises a stretch of unique adapter sequence followed by an oligothymidine stretch. The first strand synthesis is followed by a second strand synthesis using a primer internal to the coding sequence of interest. This is followed by PCR using. PCR is polymerase chain reaction. First step is the same internal primer and the adapter sequence, that is omitting the oligothymidine. Although in theory it should be possible to use a simple oligothymidine primer throughout instead of the adapter oligothymidine and adapter combination, the low melting temperature for an oligothymidine primer may interfere with the subsequent round of PCR. Next, 5-dash rest. In this type of RAS, the first cDNA strand is synthesized with reverse transcriptase and a primer from within the coding sequence. Unincorporated primer is removed and the cDNA strand are tailed with oligoadenine. A second cDNA strand is then synthesized with an adapter oligothymidine primer. The resulting double-stranded molecules are then subject to PCR using. First is a primer nested within the coding region, and the second adapter sequence is nested primer is used in the final PCR to improve specificity. The adapter sequence is used in PCR because of the low melting temperature of a simple oligothymidine primer, as in the C-RAS above. A number of kits for RAS are commercially available.